Good morning, it's Friday the 5th of February and we're here today with the last but one chunk of Acts 28, nearly at the end now, but today we're looking at Acts 28, 11 to verse 20. So let's look at it together. Paul's arrival at Rome. After 3 months we put out to sea in a ship that had wintered in the island. It was an Alexandrian ship with the figurehead of the twin gods Castor and Pollux. We put in at Syracuse and stayed there 3 days. From there, we set sail and arrived at Rhegium. The next day, the south wind came up, and on the following day, we reached Puteoli. There we found some brothers and sisters who invited us to spend a week with them, and so we came to Rome. Brothers and sisters there had heard that we were coming, and they travelled as far as the Forum of Appius and the 3 taverns to meet us. At the sight of these people, Paul thanked God and was encouraged. When we got to Rome, Paul was allowed to live by himself with a soldier to guard him. 3 days later, he called together the local Jewish leaders. When they had assembled, Paul said to them, "My brothers, although I have done nothing against our people or against the customs of our ancestors, I was arrested in Jerusalem and handed over to the Romans. They examined me and wanted to release me because I was not guilty of any crime deserving death. The Jews objected, so I was compelled to make an appeal to Caesar. I certainly did not intend to bring any charge against my own people. For this reason, I have asked you to see you and talk with you. It is because of the hope of Israel that I am bound with this chain." So we see here that we've got Paul arriving at Rome, and it's such a contrast to the other situations that he's found himself arriving at a city or a town where he's arrived, he's landed, and he's been hauled in front of a governor. He's had to make a case for himself. He's hauled before the Jews. They've just attacked him. And here it's just this unassuming bit that just says, "And so we came to Rome." And it just was really sort of striking that this is where he's felt that he's just got to go. Jesus had appeared to him and said, "You must go to Rome. You've got to speak to Caesar." So he knew this is where he was going. And it's just, and so we came to Rome. And then it's not even that he's hauled before the Jews. He's the one that invites the Jews to come to speak to him. And he's just not met with perhaps what he expected to meet. He's there. They haven't had these letters of sort of bad things to say about him. But he's there to sort of explain what has been going on and what he's been preaching. But something I just wanted to pick up on, and you probably didn't think I'd pick up on this, is 2 little bits. It's the first bit, it says at the end of verse 11 about them being on an Alexandrian ship with the figurehead of the twin gods Castor and Pollux. Now, Castor and Pollux were the demigods in Greek mythology, and they were believed to be the protectors of sailors and warriors. So quite often they would be there, these demigod figures at the helm of the ship, because they were going to protect the sailors and everyone in the ship from storms and shipwrecks. And we just think of Paul and what he's been through, not much before, in the winter, just before, he's been in this massive shipwreck. He warned them it was going to happen. They didn't believe him. And now they've got this ship they made sure they've got Castor and Pollux at the front of this, because this is who Paul was surrounded by. This was the culture of their day. This is who they put their hopes in. It was in demigods, and we see that a lot in Acts. You've got the Temple of Diana in Ephesus and other mentions of Greek gods. This is who the culture of the day put their faith in and their trust in, was these demigods. But we know that's not who Paul put his hope in. He did need to have Castor and Pollux at the front of his ship. And it's the last verse that I just wanted to talk about then in relation to this. And it says, Paul says to the Jews, "It is because of the hope of Israel that I am bound with this chain." Now, the hope of Israel is Jesus. He is the hope of Israel. He is the Messiah that was prophesied about. And it reminded me of a verse in Hebrews that's also got a nautical theme. And it talks about an anchor. And it says in Hebrews 16, verse 9 to A, "We have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. And this hope is Jesus." So yeah, this is to remind us that we don't believe in demigods and things like that, but we have got the one true God who is real and who is our anchor for the soul. He is firm. He is secure. He's not going to get shipwrecked and affected by storms. And it's that promise that we can hold on to. And I just love the image of an anchor. If you think about an anchor, I'm only doing the bottom half. If you think about the top of an anchor, there's a cross. And I just love that sort of picture of Jesus, that reminder of the cross, of what he died to give us, the hope that we've got through him. And it's just that comfort, just to remind us that in the storms of life, because they come and they will come, they may batter us about a bit or quite a lot, but we can hold on to him, the anchor of our soul, firm and secure. And it's just a reminder of that today. You feel like you've been in a bit of a storm, battered back and forth. It's just to keep that picture of Jesus as our anchor, firm and secure. Have a lovely day. Bye.